So we all know that the British colonized India for over 200 years. But have you ever wondered how the mighty Indian Empire, which at one point stretched from Afghanistan to Myanmar, from Tibet to Sri Lanka, how did it fall? How could such a vast and seemingly invincible empire crumble and eventually lead to the rise of modern India? Well, that's what we're going to find out in this episode. Now, there are many theories about the fall of the Indian Empire, but most historians agree that it was a gradual process that began in the 18th century. You see, by the 18th century, the Indian subcontinent was ruled by a patchwork of local kingdoms and chieftains. The Mughal Empire, which had been established in the 16th century by Babur, the great-grandson of Timur, was on its last legs, and the British East India Company, which had been established in the 17th century to trade spices and other goods in India, was now a powerful force in its own right. In 1757, the British defeated the Nawab of Bengal at the Battle of Plassey, and this victory gave them control of Bengal, which was at that time the most prosperous region in India. With this newfound wealth and power, the British were able to expand their influence throughout the rest of India. They made strategic alliances with local rulers, exploited internal rivalries, and used superior military force to subdue any opposition. By the early 19th century, they had acquired territories in northern, central, and southern India. But it wasn't just the British. The French, the Portuguese, and the Dutch were also vying for control of India. But the British were the most successful. By the mid-19th century, the Indian subcontinent was effectively under British control. Now, there are many reasons for the British success. They had a strong and disciplined army, a well-organized and efficient administration, and a powerful navy that enabled them to project force across the Indian Ocean. Moreover, the British were able to exploit internal divisions within India, and they played one region against another to prevent any large-scale uprising. However, the final blow came when the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857, an attempt by Indian soldiers to overthrow the British East India Company, was crushed. The mutiny failed due to lack of popular support, and the British responded with brutal repression. This led to the dissolution of the East India Company in 1858 and the establishment of direct British rule in India. So that's the story of how the Indian Empire fell. A tale of wealth, power, betrayal, and colonization. If you like such videos, do subscribe.